Reopening Your Family, Part 2. I'm Neil, and this is my wife Diane.
Hi.
And we want to give you some more practical tips on how to work through de escalating and creating the kind of relationship within your family when often it needs repair.
Mm-hmm.
So today we want to talk to you about respect and honor.
Hard topics.
We know that respect is holding another in esteem or honor, or showing consideration for another. I think this one's quite subtle, that oftentimes we recognize that someone thinks differently than us, but it's really slowing down and realizing that it's important that we respect and we hold in value the things that our partner or our family members might think that is different than us.
Yeah.
So it's allowing that to come out. We all have different life experiences. We all have different personalities, but it's important that we realize respect is not arguing them to our point of view.
Right. So we want to just tell you that we believe that respect is a core of family harmony in relationships. And we'd like to walk through a couple of things that you can help your family with, guidelines if you're trying to earn or gain or even keep, respect levels in your home that might be really helpful. So to develop this pattern, clearly we need communication, we need trust, we need our family members to know that this is for their best, like Neil said, and that they're allowed to make mistakes,
right.
That they're okay, to be themselves and,
right.
and to not be perfect.
I think we have to realize that respect is a two-way street.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we want to lord over, or we don't stop and really listen to our children. What are they saying? What are they reaching for? What is it that they're concerned about?
Yeah.
And it's important oftentimes because as parents, we often have a list in our head of things we need to get done.
Yeah.
Or we think we already know the challenges of life, and so we want them to hurry up and get to the answers we've already learned.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important that we hear them. We hear their concerns, we hear their heart, we hear where they're coming from, not just the words they're saying.
Yeah, right. And secondly, that respect actually, we need to learn that there are rules and there are boundaries, like no name calling in your family, no bad language, maybe that's one of yours, or no annoying behavior. We need to, know what are the things that are going to work and not work, for a family.
I think one of the others very related to that is practice good manners.
Yeah.
When we're talking to people we're familiar with, sometimes we can do shortcuts, and they come off oftentimes as disrespect. When we have participated in a meal, say thank you. Or when someone's done something nice for us, tell them that we appreciate it.
Right.
But it's important that we really work actively to continue to ensure that the other person feels respected. Sometimes we might think we've done the right thing, but that might not mean that they felt it that way.
Right.
So we need to ensure that that's the case.
Like in our family's home, it was okay to burp during a meal. I know, but we want, even as young adults, people to go, hey, here's, what's really respectful behavior. So really important to that is be that role model. We always think that children aren't watching, including adult children or, family members, but they learn by seeing what we do. When you were talking about, behavior, I was thinking if you're rushing, like I often do, to have dinner and you eat it over the kitchen sink or something, that's not going to work. That's going to model something, for them. So, if somebody throws garbage out the window or road rage, you know. If you
My
speak,
kids remember a few of those stories
Yeah.
along the way.
if you speak disrespectfully, you know, and help them to understand, you know, that there are consequences to that kind of, you know, behavior. One of our sons was accidentally threw some eggs at someone's house once, you know, and the consequence to that neighborly gesture was him and his friend had to do a lot of cleanup work. It's important to know that to, you know, respect your neighbors, respect, you know, your boundaries,
Yeah.
and, you know, respect their time as well.
And I think it's easy to call these old-fashioned values sometimes, but the reality is we can honor another person by realizing that we're careful about their feelings.
Yeah. For those of you that have little children, or even if you don't have little children, to model or to let them know what is disrespectful, because sometimes you see things on TV, on the internet, and it's okay to say, you know, that's not really how we would like our family to do it. That's really not how we would want to talk to a mom and dad, or to a son or a daughter, you know. And I think it's okay for us to be able to say, you know, that doesn't work
Right.
as a family rule.
And I think in closing, as your children age, they become more and more independent. And sometimes that's expressed with our mouth. And so it's important that as husband and wife, that you work together in your family to say it's important how you treat other people.
Yeah.
Honor is not going to go out of style.
No, not at all.
So thank you. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate you spending time on this important topic.
And we look forward to seeing you in part 3 of this amazing message.